There are going to be some occasions when you're working with fractions when you're given a mixed number and you're asked to turn it into an improper fraction. Remember that a mixed number has both a whole number and a proper fraction, which is what we have here. And an improper fraction is a fraction whose numerator is larger than the denominator. So we're going to take our mixed number and we're going to turn it into an improper fraction. It requires 3 steps, but they're pretty quick and pretty simple. So we'll go ahead and start with our first step, which is to multiply our whole number by our denominator. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a little arrow, and I'm going to put my multiplication symbol here so that I know that I'm taking my whole number and I'm multiplying it by my denominator. I'm going to write that out below as well. So that's going to give me the equation 2 times 4, and 2 times 4 has a product of 8. So I'll go ahead and write that in. I've done my first step, which is to multiply my whole number by my denominator. My next step is to take the product of that equation and add it to my numerator. So the product of my equation was 8, and my numerator is 3. So I'll do 8 plus 3. The sum of 8 plus 3 is 11. And now all I have to do is put it back together to get my improper fraction. What I've done is create the new numerator for my improper fraction. So I'm going to set it up to the side. My new numerator is 11. I'm going to keep the exact same denominator that I already had. And I've created my improper fraction. So what I've really done here is take my 2 and turn it back into a fraction. So I know that 1 is going to be 4/4, and 2 would be another 4/4, so that's going to give me 8/4, which is what I got down here as my product, and then I've added it to my existing numerator, which was 3. 3 plus 8 is what gives me 11/4. So that's how I take a mixed number and turn it into an improper fraction. I multiply the whole number by my denominator. I take that product and I add it to my numerator, which is right here. 8 plus 3 gives me 11. 11 becomes your new numerator, and your denominator stays exactly the same. We can do an additional example of converting a mixed number to an improper fraction. Again, I'm going to start by multiplying my whole number by my denominator. Right? In this case, that's going to give me the equation 1 times 12. Any number multiplied by 1, of course, is itself, so 1 times 12 is going to give us 12. Our second step is to take the product of our first equation and add it to our numerator. Our numerator is 5, so that's going to give us the new equation of 12 plus 5. 12 plus 5 is going to give me 17. So what I've done is created my new numerator. My new numerator is 17, and I'm going to keep the exact same denominator that I had before. That's going to give me 12. So 1 and 5/12 represented as an improper fraction is 17/12.